move on to the next anime.
Keep it going on.
Lazarus, episode 3.
I'm not gonna lie. If this episode is any indicator of what's to come in the trajectory of the show,
We might drop this.
Yeah, we might drop this like it's hot.
Yeah. Beyond what we'll get into deeply, but I knew this episode was going to go downhill the second they showed up to Dr. Skinner's place, and they're like, we're here to clean. And the two guards protecting the house of the guy who just literally threatened the entire world with death.
The entire human race.
Yes, where there's probably important information and probably thousands of people that are trying to get in it. Cultish-like people who are for him and people who are against him and all this kind of stuff. Two random people working for an organization not checked at all are just like, we were assigned to clean this place. And the two guards working were like, oh, you've never heard, you don't know who lives here? And they're like, no. It's like, first of all, like, no one would have heard this person. Especially the people who are about to go clean the house of the person, whatever, regardless. And then they're like, well, if you're going to turn us back, you're going to have to pay the fee. So then they just let him in. I was like, who wrote that?
I'd be like, how about no? Go home, cleaner kids. No
why? Also, like, why not just like, they're a secret agency. Why don't you just have them sneak in at night?
I don't know.
Or something.
I don't know. Yeah. Why not just have them do that?
Yeah.
Why not have them impersonate guards? Why not have a million different things happen?
And I need to also understand what was the importance of them going there. They gained nothing except for that one little thing.
They found that little pill, which might just be ibuprofen. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just like, right when that happened, I was like, well, that was stupid. Who wrote that?
And like, it's bad writing too, because like, she didn't find that, like, casing the place. She just randomly put her hand under there in the right spot, like.
And I love how right before they're like the FBI and CIA definitely already went through this entire place, but somehow they missed like the little cushion. They didn't check the cushions.
Like, this is a crack team with each have individual skills. I could have accepted had she found it and the FBI had missed it like somewhere in the cushions. Somewhere like deep in the crack somewhere. I could have accepted that they missed that if she had used her actual skills to find it and not just bumbled into it for some reason.
That classic, like, oh, they would never expect the person to put it here because they don't think devious enough like us.
Yeah, exactly. I could have 100% accepted that. That is not at all what happened. Nope. So that already was a stain on the show. Which this episode started out so good because it was who's our main character?
Axel.
Who
I still like, but
Axel, and it's not Levi. It's not. It's who's the other guy?
The black guy.
Yeah, he's not Levi. Is he Levi?
Lewis? No, I don't know. I'll look him up.
Either way, they pair. We even talked about the episode before this. Like,
yeah, that's true.
We were pumped for them to pair up, and they paired up, and it sucked actually the entire time because they were looking for his mentor, who used to work at a hospital, but he wasn't at the hospital anymore. Also, on top of that, just already proving our point that this whole pill situation thing is already terrible because that hospital is just overly full with people right now because of this nonsense.
Yep.
So they like go to a random homeless shelter encampment to find him there or something. I'm not gonna lie.
His name is Doug.
Doug, got it. The blonde kid starts with the L. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, there's part of me that wasn't listening because I'm just like, why are they going here?
It all jumped around really quick.
Yeah.
It really they were like, we have to go to the hospital for this reason. Then they get there and they're like, oh, he's not here anymore. And he's like, oh, he's probably with homeless people. Let's go to check out this homeless area I know.
And then it like escalated to freaking Disney Plus level writing right now, like out of nowhere with this whole like transgender virtue signaling nonsense, like. Just when they were going around interviewing and everyone there was like, "Who are you talking about?" Blah 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 blah. Like just like
because no one would have known that Jill was Jerry.
Can't dead name anymore.
Yeah. I also loved that one scene where he's like, "God, can't you see the guy you're talking to is blind?" I was like, "What does it mean? You can't hear?"
Oh, that was the guy wearing all black, right?
Yeah.
Did that not look like Dr. Skinner to you?
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh yeah, it looked like Dr. Skinner to me. I don't know.
Been.
Maybe. Yeah,
but he's just like.
At this point, that'd make as much sense as anything else in this episode.
He's like, you're talking to this guy, he's deaf. And I was like, I mean, he's blind. That's what he says. He goes, he's blind. I was like, if I was Doug and I'm like, does that mean he's fucking deaf?
Yeah. And also, you're not. So how about you answer my fucking question?
But also, I was just like, he can still hear me.
Yeah, I know.
But then, like, for some reason, whatever. You can have transgender woman, sure, whatever. But it's just the fact that, like, it's that classic Disney move where they're just like, hey, also, do you see this? Are you seeing this?
And
then they literally this scene where it's just like, It's like this dude is like as a transgender woman. I was like, all right, that
Are
was
terrible already.
And then I was waiting for you to watch that because I was like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna ignore this. And then immediately right after, Doug's like, I'm looking for this guy because the dean said there would never be a black Albert Einstein. I was like, I'm so glad in this futuristic, slightly future Earth world, we're still dealing with guys who say, quote, there'll never be a black Albert Einstein. I don't know if anyone's ever said that past 1952.
Yep. But no, apparently, but that's like,
Who's the dean of a prestigious institution.
This is just another one of those. This is why I'm like I need to know everything about how this anime is being made right now, because it just seems like it has so much American influence into it, because this is exactly how intersectionalism and all that crap works. It's like the transgender woman had to go and say like, oh, look at me and my bad sad backstory, and the black guy had to go like, oh, look at me and my sad backstory. They're trying to one up each other on it, and so that they can have advantage. And like in this case, I guess the black guy won. I don't understand it. But
I don't know if there's.
But he got what he wanted. Yeah, it was so stupid, and it escalated out of control. And it's like I don't watch most of the Disney shit anymore because of this crap that's in it, and it's like just because it's bad writing.
It sucks because the guy who wrote Cowboy Bebop wrote this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's insane.
But I'm like, did he write all of this?
I'm starting to wonder. Like, that's
also,
what I want to know. Like,
while this is all happening, Axel just randomly, this guy turns and was like, want to play basketball? And they just randomly have this animated basketball. I'm just like, I don't know what the hell is going on right now.
Yeah.
Also, they gained almost literally nothing going there, except to find out that Dr. Skinner has a grandmother that no one knew about. Impossible, first off. Like, what? She's very openly like, he's my grandson.
She has pictures.
Yeah, she has pictures. Everyone knows who she is in her village in Istanbul, which is a disastrous dirt garbage area.
It's good to know that even in the future, those nations are still a mess.
Didn't advance. The fact that, like, also I love that too. They like show up there and they're immediately attacked by these strangers who are going to kill them and steal from them because they're just strangers. Lo and behold, the entire time, she's like, they're just misguided children, which is something beautiful, like a Mother Teresa thing to say. But it just when Axel's like, oh yeah, you're right. Sorry for roughing them up. If I was the blonde hair kid, I'd be like, what?
Excuse me? Give me your gun. Like, I'm going to kill them. But don't worry. They actually just wanted your watch so they could buy baklava, and then they'd be all happy. Because that's the solution to everything. Baklava.
Do you know she makes baklava?
I had no idea she made baklava in this country where it's traditionally from.